the Boundary Herald. Looking like a Close Encounters of the Third Kind meets Rick's starship from Rick and Morty makes you fly in this really cool starship across the galaxy. Looking at the stock stats, you're looking at a very high hyperdrive range with maneuverability about 576.9. Its damage is a little on the low side, and so is the shielding. So is this ship an exploration ship or a fighter? Let's talk more about that later. The ship has an authenticated starship membership on it, so you'll be able to sell this and get the full price, if not higher. You can no longer scrap the ship, unfortunately, after the newest patch was put in. That has stopped. I don't know any reason why you would want to scrap this when you can't really mix it with anything else, since haulers go with haulers, fighters go with fighters, and so on and so on. Sorry about that. Looking at the ship all
buffed out with upgrades,
you can make that hyperdrive range go from 1212 to 1818. Maneuverability only goes about up a little bit to 200, and damage and shielding get a little bit of a boost as long as you have the right S-Class or X-Class modules installed. You can do more if you put in a lot more figures into the ship, and if you were to put a lot more trail upgrades into it, you could be going maybe a little bit faster, but I tend to stick with this one because the color does it really well. Even with these upgrades in, it's still at a slow speed and atmosphere of 251 U's per second. Not to mention maneuverability is kind of hefty, so if you are going to move this around as a fighter, you're going to want to move at a very good pace, or else you're going to kind of drift a little too far to the right or too far to the left. Definitely an explorer, as we talked about earlier. With that 1818 hyperdrive range, you'll be able to go from here to the farthest reaches of the galaxy in a blip. Now, is this thing a fighter? Well, it moves like a heavy fighter. Now, looking at this footage of me attacking this pirate freighter, was able to take it out with a few bit of problems. I was drifting a little too far after I got done with the engines, but I gotta say, with the infra knife upgrades, it melted through the cannons like butter. That being, make sure your supercharge slots are kind of close together if you're going to use this for your infra knife or whichever weapon you decide to put in your upgrade slots. Be sure to pick up this ship by today. That's right, today the expedition ends and you need to pick this up. Your next chance will probably be the Expedition Redux that's coming up here pretty soon, if it shows up. Go beyond. Traveler.